Okay, I'm going to show y'all some features of the paid version of the app called Over, which is this bottom app. It's the yellow with the white circle. Okay, so once again, I have the paid version. So when you open it up on their Discover tab, they have a lot of really neat stuff, and this is where I've learned most everything I've done. So every once in a while, when I open it up, I'll just kind of scroll through and see if there's anything interesting to me because they walk you step by step how to do it. They have some templates. I don't use this very often, but sometimes I will. And you can type different things up here. You know, if there's something you're looking for, like here's Super Bowl stuff, you know, just popular stuff that's going on. But typically I just hit this create button down on the bottom. So the top right up here, that is if you're creating a new image from scratch. You know, you want a transparent background or a white background or a colored background, and you can always change it once you get in there. But if you already have a photo that you're wanting to change up, you would just click the photo button. Like here you can see I have the picture of me and Heather that I added the skincare to. Okay, so I'll show y'all both, and then I'll show you like the things I use often. Okay, so let me grab that picture of Heather, and I'm going to leave it in its original size. You can change it to work for Instagram or Facebook, whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to leave it original for now. Okay, so when you open it up, you'll see down at the bottom we have a couple of options, okay? The first one is image, and this is going to add another image on top of the image we already have. So you have your photos available. You can click favorites, and then we have a couple of stock photo options, but what I use a lot is Google. This is only on the paid version, but it is worth it, and it really makes editing so easy. Okay, so Heather wanted the Uology image on her photo, so I searched it, and look, see how it has the checkered background? That means it is already transparent, making our job so easy. Like literally, I typed in Uology and there's only a couple pictures so far, but it's putting that into Google and pulling up what it sees. So not every single product will be in here, but I have found that I can find most of them. Okay, so like literally that's it. Now down here at the bottom we have some options too, and I'm going to show you those in just a minute, but let's go ahead and hit enter. And then we did like a water splash, I think it was, and I'm literally just going to type that in. Water splash and see. Yep, that's what it was. And then like literally you can pick which one works for you. We're gonna hit this one, and then I think what I did was I what did I do? I think I flipped it. When I went to rotate, I just hit flip. That way the water was going the other way. I can change the size of it just by moving my fingers in and out, just like you would do on your iPhone already. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that right there. But as you can see, um, the water is covering some of the words, and I personally don't like that. So I'm going to show you, this is one of my favorite tools on this app. So make sure you have the image selected that you want to edit. So I'm selecting the water. I'm going to hit edit, and you're going to scroll over to the button that says mask, and you're going to select that second one right there. And then I use my fingers and zoom in, and then you can, it almost like erases. So see how I erase like just the logo there, and then once again I'm going to zoom in because I personally just don't like to cover logos. Okay, and you can zoom in as close as you need to. That way you don't have to erase all of it. You can just erase what you want to erase, and this is like literally something I use a lot. So now you can clearly see the logos, and that makes me happy. Okay, and then of course, if you wanted to add text, really simple, text, lots of text. So I hit this little arrow here. I already have a lot of different fonts on here, and with the paid version, there's literally like so many. Some of my favorites are lemon milk. I think that's what that said, isn't it? Yeah, I really like Let's see here. I like this Sweet Sucker Punch. I use it a lot. I use this one right here a lot. It's called Have Heart. It is one of my favorites. But if you hit this arrow over to the left, there's literally a whole library of fonts. I mean, like that one right there is really cute, the Billy Ohio. But I mean, there's like so many, and they're free. So, like, if I wanted that one, I just click it, and let's see if I can find it. Where was it at? Well, where did it go? I don't know where it ran off to, but we will just randomly choose this one here. And look, now it's right there on my screen. Okay, so let's put Heather's name. Heather. There we go. So now it's there. Okay, obviously you can change the style. This is something else I'll do sometimes. Like I'll change the spacing. Like if you want her name to take up the whole area down there, but you don't necessarily want to make the font bigger, this is just putting a space between the letters. You can make them closer. So see how it's doing that? And you can do the same if you have like different lines. You could do the spacing up and down. You can put it in all caps. This just makes things faster. Of course, you can change the color, the size. You can put a shadow behind it. If you want to change the opacity, right there, super easy. Rotate, nudge, all that. Of course, we have the mask option if we wanted to get rid of part of her name. Of course, we don't want to do that. And then also blend, which just gives like some different colors. All right, so now I want to go back and I want to hit create, and I want to do a photo from scratch because I want to show you a couple other things that I do often. So let's say for some reason when I am like making a quick image, like say if I'm helping like do some flash sale photos really quick for my team or something like that, and it's like random photos and I can't find them on Google, or I can't find a transparent image, it seems like, is it maybe primer that I always have the hardest, oops, I didn't put unique. I always have like the hardest time with like face primer, finding a picture of it alone. Like I can never find it, but look, there's this one right here. So obviously you don't want to have to do this often because it takes time, and I mean obviously this is not getting you, you know, it's not necessarily building your team. So I try not to spend a lot of time on it is what I'm trying to say. But say like you really need a picture of primer, so we can hit edit, and remember we can go to that mask tool and hit that second one right there, and look, this is gonna get rid of everything in the image. Look, we can zoom in and get right here. You can zoom in so you don't mess it up. Like I can never find primer. And this also works like if you need to take an image directly from the website, like say it's a brand new product, or it's just not on Google yet. Like before the Uology was public through Younique this morning, I couldn't find any on here. But anyways, that's just a quick way to do that. I'm trying to think of what else I do. Of course, there's graphics. These are just, you know, graphics that they already have in here. I don't use this a lot, but you could type something like lips. And you've got like lips and stuff. Let's see, I can't remember if they have lashes. Yeah, so you've got this stuff, you know, if you wanted it. Those are kind of crazy scary looking. So change the color. I'm trying to think what else. A lot of times I'll take a shape. Like I did this for the Fast Start picture that I did. Let's see here, go to color, and then so you can really easily like get just about any color. Let's make it like really dark. So like for the Fast Start image, I did that right there. And then put photos. Something that I really love, let me show you real quick. So make a profile. If you have the paid version, I think you automatically have one, because what's really neat is you can really easily change photos out. So like I use this little welcome photo for my team. I already have it made, so it's really easy when someone new joins my team. You click the photo and you hit replace. And then like super quickly, I can go grab a photo and look, Heather's now on my team. And then I can just change out the name really fast, and it just makes things faster. Sometimes I'll go to graphic and type in frame because I want like a frame to put around something, right? So, I'm framing it and I'm putting a charm down there at the bottom, or, whatever I'm doing. Unique, black, status. Let's see if that comes up. So let's just use this for example. But I have this frame, and let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, but our photo that we're using, say it's not this size, right? It's not kind of a longer photo. So another app that I use a lot, right up here at the top, there's the two top right-hand corner ones, I think is the easiest way to tell you. Circle Crop and the one beside it called Shapes. So if you go to Shapes, and there may be a better app out there, I have no clue. This came free one day with an app that I downloaded, and I just happened to notice it had this. So see right here, you can change the shape to a square. Right there is what we need though. This one, actually, I would like to find a better one because it doesn't give you the option to save it transparent, which is super frustrating to me, because then you have to go to your photos and edit that photo and get rid of the white background, but still, it's really fast. It doesn't take but a second. Okay, so now we can go back into Over. We can grab our image, and boom. It is now the right size, right? And we can, so see, that helps us center everything and make it work. So now I'm going to try and center this. Let me see if my fingers will work. There we go. Okay, and then another one I get a lot of questions about is like how I did the top earners photo. So what I did was I took the Unique Flourish. Actually, no, that's not what I did first. Let me go back. I took a circle first. So I got a shape. I did a circle. I need to color it dark purple. Get it in the middle here. Okay. Now I need to get our picture in a circle. So hopefully Heather doesn't mind. I'm using her face over and over again. Right here. I'm going to hit Save Photo. On this circle one, it does give you a transparent background option, which is really nice. Hit Save. We're done. Go back to Over. Grab the image. There we go. Put her face in it, however we're going to do it. And then you can take that, take some writing. Heather is awesome. And I would probably do like a bold writing. And then let's say I decide, I want that in all caps. And then also, let's go back to, we need to make a curve, right? So see how you can do that? There is awesome. Then we can change the color so it's white and it really stands out. And then I just went to the image, and that's when I went to Google, grabbed that Unique Flourish right here. And then I always it's this purple one right here, and then I just make it really big like that. And then I like to pick this second round button down here to make it a little bit darker, so it's more like black. Then I go and I make it lighter because I just barely want it to show up in the background. Now we have the flourish over her face, which we do not want, so we're going to hit Edit. And remember that masking tool that we have? We're literally just going to go in. And I know this seems like a lot, but you guys, once you're used to like what the tools do, it'll take you 5 seconds and you will bust this stuff out. So there you go. And then I would take this and put like, bomb.com. down here and make it real pretty, right? All right. To save it, it's really easy. Check mark, and then right up there, save to photos. And then that's it. And then, when you come back, I will say that sometimes, since we have the flourish, since we did that last, sometimes when you come in and hit replace, sometimes that will be in the way. So you gotta like move it way down here to get it out of your way so you can get your finger on the circle and hit replace. So yeah, that's how I do it. Hope this was helpful.